What kind of numbers do you think you'd put up if you were playing in the league today?
Well, I got a text from Gruden. Um, I got a text from him towards the end of the year when everybody was talking about um, Waller breaking my record. He just texted me and said, "Man, if you were playing today, you would put up 200 catches and 2,000 yards."
That's fun.
So I took that to mean that he thought I could play in today's game and do well.
What's your favorite Gruden story?
Uh, let's see. Man, there's so many of them. I think the when he first got to the Raiders, we had a long conversation, man, and he asked me, I've been looking at your film. Why don't you score touchdowns in the red zone? I said, well, that was basically an unwritten rule that I didn't catch passes once we got past the 20. And he's looking at me like, dude, what are you talking about? I said, well, I mean, you saw the film, so I'm not lying to you. And I said, well, scoring touchdowns mean you get more attention, become superstars, you got to pay you more money. So they just didn't throw me the ball when I got inside the 20. But you look at all my touchdowns, they were all outside of 20 yards.
Yeah.
So he said, well, I'm going to throw you the ball in the red zone. I said, you're going to get fired if you throw me the ball in the red zone. He said, "Well, if they fire me for that, they're gonna fire me anyway. So if he gonna fire me after 2 years, then let him fire me." So if you look at my touchdowns, man, when Gruden got there, I had 40, 43, 44. I can't remember, and that was after 10 years. In the 4 years I had with him, I put up 45, 46 touchdowns, and that put me on pace to get to 100 touchdowns, which is that mark you want to get to if you really want to say that you're a Hall of Fame receiver. So if not for him, man, really literally sticking his neck out, trying to help the team, but he didn't have to do it. He could have very well did what all the other coaches did and just don't throw me the ball. But by him doing that, I think it put me in a position where I could, possibly make the Hall of Fame.
Question: did you have a feeling he was going to leave the booth a couple years ago, or did you think he'd always be back at ESPN?
Uh, I had spoken with him several times. I tried to get him to go and take the Notre Dame job
Really?
before they brought Kelly in years ago. And he told me, man, I can't, if I go to a kid's house and they tell me they don't want to come play for me, that would crush me. But he always told me that there are a couple of things he can't change about the NFL. He can't change the referees and he can't change the media. And because of those two things, it would be tough for him to go back. And so I was shocked. I was really shocked to see he went back to the Raiders. I mean, I had no clue. I mean, and we talked, not a lot, but enough that he really kept that secret. But I was really shocked to see him back in silver and black. No
Yeah.
doubt about it.
Do you think he wishes Mahomes was in another division?
I don't. I think he loves the challenge,
Really?
man. I think he loves the challenge. I mean, the fact that they went to Kansas City and beat him
Yeah.
really should have beat him in Vegas this year. I think he loves that challenge. I think he's calling his best football games against Kansas City. He did last year anyway. I don't think that. I think I mean, we like I said, we played against John Elway, bro. When you go up against the best and you beat the best,
Yeah.
then you're ready for the rest of the league.